It is your boy Reystarr, and today we have one amazing personality up in the building. And welcome to the Millennial Artist Podcast. And today's episode is something that is like I've really been looking at for quite a while, and it's such a great honor to have the amazing DatBeatGod in the building. Welcome to the podcast.
Oh my God.
All right, so it's really an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's an honor to be on the show.
Thank you. This is a big deal, so please make sure to hit the like and subscribe, because this kind of content, you're not going to get it anywhere. And every creative, wherever you are, I hope that at the end of this podcast, you're really going to learn something and you're going to be inspired by this podcast. All right, so right quick, what I wanted to actually tell you is you are really an inspiration to we, the young artists that are coming up, and the sound that you put out is like out of this world. And we want to say that keep going, and you really have no idea how you inspire even me as an artist. So someone as a producer, I have no idea how you inspire them. So I just wanted to get that out of the way before we begin. Okay, so we want to start this conversation to really get to know who DatBeatGod is, and to get into the creative mindset, how you're able to come out with some of the beats that you have already given out, and some of the songs that are out that people might not know it is necessarily you, so that we get to know a little bit about you, because we don't see you as much. You are always behind the scenes, so it's really this is like a luxury to have you on to really get to speak to you a bit. So we just start with who DatBeatGod is.
Okay, well, DatBeatGod is a young musician, Ghanaian, Ashanti.
America in the building.
Yeah, so I'm Ashanti. My name is Kaywa Beats, Nana Kaywa Beats. That's
Kweku the traveler, Kweku the beat maker.
Yeah, or you can call me Kweku Nyame.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, DatBeatGod is an embodiment of the struggle, of the light, of music. In general, there's a mission, and the mission is to do more than just exist. So yeah, I'd say that's who DatBeatGod is.
That's really deep. That's really dope. So DatBeatGod, I mean, it's a catchy name. So first of all, how did DatBeatGod come? Like,
okay, so for the name, it was inspired by a lot of reasons over like the course of it, like time. I started producing since I was in like SHS, Accra Academy, Form 2. I had already started like working in a studio. Yeah, because it was like for fun at first, but I entered the studio a couple of times and people really liked what I was doing. So it was like, oh, after school I can run to the studio, make a couple of bucks, come back. And I started making small dough because they liked what I was doing and everything. Yeah. So from around 2009 till I think I changed my name. I was initially called Fresh Genius. Yeah. So I changed my name in I think 2017. Yeah. 2017. So it was between there was a lot of inspiration, a lot of people talking about the sound being extraterrestrial, not being of Earth. Me getting to learn all of this by myself. Yeah, just running through the motion year after year, studying, learning behind the scenes, getting to know it to the level that I got to around that time. And then it was a time where it was do or die as well. Wow. That was like the final inspiration, was like, yo, at this point, it's either you decide this is who you are or you stop. Because it was time to get frustrating. So I just decided, you know what, if I'm going to go all in, then I'm going to go all in. I am there. DatBeatGod. I am the guy. So that was it. I just picked up the name. I think it just came to me that, look, I'm a god at this thing. So let me just call myself a god then.
So that is really dope. And I think that affirms the fact that the names that we pick have influence on us. Because even if we didn't know this backstory, and somebody says that I am Dat Beat God, and actually just in ordinary thinking, somebody says, okay, Dat Beat God, it means that somebody who makes beat that thinks that he's a god. And if you think that you are a god and you do music, you do make beat, it means that you are top there, and it's actually reflecting. Because I've never heard anybody say that I saw a Dat Beat God, but I'm going to be tonight and this will be a god. You know, actually people, I check out the beats that the snippets you put on your Instagram, and the comments there, it's just evidence. People say, yo, this beat is out of, and you don't know them. They are actually saying it by themselves, and that's where you know that, yo, it's actually affirming what you felt where you gave yourself that name. Wow. So there was one time that somebody said that like you were Kaywa actually, handled you. So I don't know how true that was.
Well, Kaywa is my godfather to begin with. He's my godfather in the game. He's a legend, as we all know. The story with Kaywa is intriguing because it happened in, I think, 2018. What happened was I did a song for someone, and then a friend of mine called Kwakwa. Yeah, he's a very good artist. You all check him out. Yeah, it's Kwakwa. And he's very close with Kurl Songs. And that time, Kurl Songs had Jennifer Lomote out. You understand? And it was huge. And I'm a fan of Kurl Songs. I was a fan of Kurl Songs like back then. I'm his brother actually at this point. I'm just like remembering how it was back in the day. I remember how it was like. So he met Kurl Songs like and played the song to him, like, this is a song I did with this guy DatBeatGod, he's good. So Kurl Songs heard and then took my number and then called me. I was like, yo, you are like hard. I was like, yo, I was just listening to your song like a couple of minutes ago,
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, Charlie, I would like for us to link up and do some work. So we did some work, and then evidently it went to the boss. Yeah, so he was on Highly Spiritual back then, Kaywa's label. So the work got to the boss, and then Kaywa called me direct. And then for the books, Kaywa is like my idol. You understand? So
how the universe worked to actually connect.
You understand? So it was just one day I was just sitting there, and then the call came through. It was like, hello. I was like, hi. Yeah, this is Kaywa. I was like silent for a while. It was like, yeah, okay, so this is the deal. I want us to work on a couple of stuff together. I want you to work on a couple of stuff for me. So let's start work. And that's how it all began. And that's even how Adiepena was made. Adiepena by Kidi.
That's something that we get to there. We go to that place. So it's funny like how this universe sometimes like things connect. Yeah. Wow, someone that is an idol and you actually like her songs, and then the connection and how. Wow, that's like preparation meets opportunity. Exactly. That's crazy.
Exactly, that's what happens.
Wow, that's really inspiring. That's why, you guys, you need to really work hard, and because if he hadn't worked hard, his idol wouldn't even mind him. So sometimes we see them up there. You have to also do your best so that they will recognize you. Wow. So like because I know that you are more than just a producer. You mix, you master, you're an artist as well. How are you able to combine that?
Okay, as for the how, I don't know how I'm doing it. I just know it's working. I'm doing it. It's working, and I like the progress of things. In the very beginning, I wanted to like start as an artist, but then I noticed that the production side, like, people really liked my fingers. So, and it was a way to start making some money for myself at a young age, going to the university from SS, the hustle and all that. So it kind of got stuck, and then it became popular over time, and I blew up. But I wanted to actually be an artist first, but God and in ways and the process. You never know which process you will go past before which side was side. So, yeah.
And do you feel the people accepting your fingers has like overshadowed the artist part of you?
Nah, not at all. What's actually happening is I haven't really put myself out there as an artist yet. Yeah. Because like I said, as an artist, I think this is why I became a good producer, because I wanted to become a good producer for myself.
Exactly. That's really dope.
I
think the same thing with me editing.
Yeah.
When I wanted to start a YouTube channel, I was looking at all these videos and I'm like, I want mine to look like this. And I want it to be like I'm jumping from the air, like from the clouds come and land. And they're like, hey, okay, do you have $1,000? I'm like, hey, $1,000 for just 10 seconds. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to be the best editor for myself. So I used like a whole year on YouTube, practicing to get it the way I want it. So as an artist, I do the videos and people call me, please bro, can you shoot a video for me? I'm like, I'm not a video director, I'm an artist. They're like, okay, you how much do you have? Let's do it. So you know,
it was kind of like, okay, I'm learning for myself, but then others also want the service. So yeah, why
just
not?
like how my show started. I wanted to just do a cover of myself, but how I presented it, people like, yo, can I come through?
Yeah, that's why you're a genius. It's called genius. Anyone that can do that. It's like you are providing a service for yourself, but then the whole world wants it. Yeah, you're a genius.
Wow. Yo, the genius called me a genius. Wow. That's really dope. That's really dope. So for any artist that maybe go to the studio, because sometimes that people feel it is that easy. Maybe they go to the studio and they don't get the kind of sound that they want, and they're like, oh, I'm going to start learning my own thing. What do you have to say to people? Because most people tend to have that thing.
Well, the thing is, with anything that we do in the world, if you don't have patience, then don't do it. And then some things take longer than some. Some things might take longer for some people because of like how fast or how quick you pick it up or how dedicated you are to it. You know, at the end of the day, you have to decide, do you really want it or not? If you really want it, then it doesn't matter how long. But the thing is, it will take time.
And that's something that not everybody have that time.
Yeah, like if you don't have the patience, then don't even start. Because if you give up in the middle, you are throwing a whole thing away. It's part of the process to get caught up sometimes, not knowing what you're doing. Me, I've had times in my life where I've had to mix a song for more than like 30 times to get it right.
Let's talk about being self-taught or studying under someone. Which one do you think is more effective as a producer?
Well, as a producer, I would say do a little bit of both, or do most of both if you can. Take mentorship where you can, and do a lot of research for yourself where you can, because there's stuff in your mind that you want to bring out that maybe this person that's teaching you doesn't know that stuff yet. You understand? You will now enter with what you know now, learn some, and bring your own thing, to light. So I believe that it's a little bit of both. If you are able to get mentorship, I wish that I had like years of mentorship under someone. You understand? I felt like it would have probably sped up the process, but it will be an end here. So I'm not. Yeah.
You mentioned that you started early on. Did you ever like go to maybe a producer and say that, okay, please, can you teach me, or can you give me this sample? And like, how was that experience, or it was just you?
Okay, the thing is, I started I started going to the studio. So there was a studio that I went to, and there were a group of like young producers already there, also in the learning process.
Okay.
Yeah, so I sort of joined in at that point. So what they had was what I also got, and then we all started together and grew up together. One of them was Mr. Vax. I don't know if you know Mr. Vax. Yeah, he did Obi Ba Manimio for Stoneboy and a lot of other songs like Yes to Have Mercy, Mama Posso. Yeah. So him, and then there was Jump Off. He did the Slow Wine Slow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we were all like very, very young.
Where was that?
That was Malam. That's like 2009 thereabout. Yeah, we didn't even have much. It was like some kind of system unit there with some church mic and stuff. But we were doing magic. Yeah. So
you didn't have a laptop then?
No.
So you actually go to practice on the system unit?
Funny thing, I would hijack anybody that I could find's laptop.
Wow.
Install my softwares and start learning. So my dad had a hostel. Funny story. My dad had a hostel that had one guy there. His name is Aban, and I hijacked his laptop. He was in like uni, learning with his laptop. I hijacked the laptop, told him I won't give it to him again, and then started using it to learn how to produce, like by force. And he was into music as well. He's still into music, so he kind of like just let it go. Yeah, so Aban,
I guess
whatever you did, big up.
I guess he's really proud of you now.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So you guys see, no excuses. If you want to learn, I mean, it starts with a computer. Whatever you want to learn, it starts with a computer. You wouldn't say, "Oh, I don't have one." You can always find a way to navigate your way to learning. Wow. So any producer or artist that is like coming up and is independent, what would be that advice with your experience in the industry? What would be that? Because right now it seems like most people don't know me, so they see the show that I do. They don't know that like it is me. So the time that they call me like bossu, me per manager, bossu, me per. I'm like me. Like I'm like, okay, do you have a song? It's like mini song, but what they make studio. I'm like, I don't know. So like, what would be that advice that you give to people like that?
I think there's this thing where a lot of people feel like they need to be spoon-fed a little to get on their feet. I think once you become an adult and you decide, okay, this is what I want to do in my life, you have to understand that has stopped. You need to feed yourself. Somehow find a way to feed yourself. So if it's music that you want to do, find a way to make music before you even start seeking for anything from anyone. Find a way to prove your point. If you're going to someone to tell them, oh, I have the voice, don't say it, show it. Give them something to listen to, and then they'll hit you by, hey, you have voice, so then you can start the conversation. That's how I just feel that's how it should be. So for me, I'll say maximum effort. Don't try and slack some part on someone. Do the most you can and let them come and support what you want to do. Yeah, let's be forceful. Like I said, maximum effort.
At least do a little bit of investing in yourself before.
Do you like I said, the smallest you can find in that corner, use it to its maximum effort. Like use it and let them not believe that, like when they come and see the corner, they won't believe that this is where you did that, or this is what you used to do that, or something. You understand? Yeah.
That's really deep. This is free advice, free consultation. So you guys, you see what I've been telling you is coming from the man himself. At least record something. And you tell me that, oh, I don't have money. Right now, doing beats are free online. You can just download.
Let me say something. If you tell me you don't have money, but you're holding an iPhone 6, 7, 8, I'm not going to say sell your phone and come and give me money. No. But do you know there's even an app on the phone that's used for recording songs?
Tell them.
Oh, yeah. Like it's like that. Even if you're holding an Android, there are apps that you can download that you can just buy small gadget, put on your phone and actually pick like pretty good vocals. Start something. That's all I'm saying. Like there are artists that I have that record on their tablet, and then they send me their voices, and then I mix and master. You understand? Yeah, they don't have a laptop and whatever, but their tablets will then they use them. You understand? So do something. Just no excuses.
You just said, and it's something that I even like jokingly say. They say, oh boy, so I don't get money to record, and they are using expensive phones, and even the data they spend on a day, if they're supposed to do small susu within a week, they can get money to record.
Nobody will tell you to change your priorities. Some people like data pass job. Some people like Instagram pass, actually getting out there and experiencing life. You understand? It's there. But all I'm saying, if you really want it, don't come and put the pressure on me. Because me too, I guess waiting I want to at the chase. But if I see that I can help you, if you are doing something I can help you out, why not? Yeah.
Wow. So heaven helps the one that helps themselves. Wow. Okay, let's go to the monster hits that you've really been putting out. I'm putting you on the spot. Which song did you really create that you didn't really like? It came out and you're like, whoa, I didn't think this song was going to be this big, but it was.
For me, I think that would be a reverse. Because everything I put out, I want to be big.
Like, it's fine.
I want it to be huge, so it's the reverse because a lot of things I put out are not huge.
Yeah.
So that one moment is a problem for me. Yeah.
Okay.
But I want everything I put out to be huge. I know it's a system. Some go blow big, some go blow small. Some artists don't have to push enough. But when I'm working on stuff, I work on it like, yo, this is the next big thing. I don't care who is doing it. Yeah.
I see. You see that the thinking, the wiring is different. The thinking is different. And I think it's just affirm the kind of producer that you are. That if I'm making this, it has to be the best that I'm putting out. If it's not the best, I'm not putting out. So if it blows, you are not really surprised because you know what you put in.
The target is for it to blow.
So if it doesn't blow, then you're like, okay,
we didn't do some parts right. Wow. Oh, okay, this part we not really push them. Oh, the video not really catch. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You understand? But as for me, in my mind, everything I put out is top standard. It should be top standard. It should sound like something that everybody in the world must like.
Wow. So in actual different terms, if you are there and you're a big artist, you're whatever artist, and you need a bigger song, this is your man. This is the man. Because no jokes, because the product that he is coming to put out, he puts his best in it, and he does his part. So it's only you to just put your vocals on it, and definitely. So which one, maybe top two, like songs that you're most proud of, like what he did?
I'm proud of Adiepena because I was actually put on the spot with that one.
How did that connection come to you, Kidi, and that song coming?
So it was Kaywa. Like I said, when Kaywa linked up, from hearing the stuff I did with Kurl Songs, we met a couple of times, and then he told me he had a project that he needs to do with Kidi, and he has like a snippet, like a 1 minute of the vocal, but he's working on some other stuff that's taking a lot of time, and they can't also wait. So he's sending me, let me just try my hands on it, so he sees what I can do with it. So he told me, I was like, I'm ready. He dropped it in the email. Within 20-30 minutes, I was sending it back.
Wow. So it was a vocal. Did they have like a skeleton?
Yeah, it was a skeleton. Because after the beats, Kidi redid his vocals, structured the song really nicely. So it was just like from the beginning, if you want, I go make you mine, to like the Adiepena part, and then it ends there. Okay. Yeah, so it'd be like they paying them, going to the end, that's not there. So it's just those two ends, and I did my thing there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you did that within like 20-30 minutes.
Yeah. It's like you said, preparation meets opportunity.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. So when you said what was Kaywa's, who got it first?
That's the thing. Or Kidi? No, I didn't have Kidi's contacts or anything. They didn't even know I was working on it. You understand? So it was Kaywa.
They thought that Kaywa is, yes.
So I think I was there, and then Richie called.
Okay.
Because I think Kaywa sent it to Richie, and then Richie took my number. So shout out to Boss Richie. He called me, just like how Kaywa called, and I was like, okay, so this is Richie of Lynx, and I like what you did on Adiepena. It's madness, and I need us to drop the song today. So I need an extended version of the beat right now, so my guy can get in the studio and kill it. I was like, no problem. So I sent it out, and then the rest is, as we know, history.
Wow. So at what point did you actually get to speak to Kidi, and what did he say? Did that ever happen?
Oh, no. That happened right there that day. We linked up on text, we chatted. We were mates back in school, so we caught up a little time. And then since then it's been a brotherhood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Because that song is the song that made that. Oh my God. That jingle, yeah. How did that jingle even come? It's ringing in people's head.
The thing is, when I was digging up my jingles, I didn't think people would really be this intrigued, because the processes it's a bit weird. When I talk about it, I feel like I'm a mad person talking. But so oh my God, I actually heard it in a movie.
Oh.
That, oh my God. It was a movie I was watching. It's one Tyler Perry movie like that I was watching, and the girl said that, oh my God. I was like, the way the girl talked, oh my God, the debut. Yeah. So I had to rip the whole audio and then check that small part, cut it, and then do my small effecting, and then keep it for like my jingle.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what happened with that jingle. And then the big one, the DatBeatGod one too. That one too was like, so I have this friend, Usman. Big up Usman. He's a CEO for Sugar Music Africa. Check him out. So his artist, I was recording with his artist, and then I put the jingle in. That was when I had changed my name. And then they know me from way back since I was first genius, everything. So when I changed the name to DatBeatGod, they were like among the first artists to record with me around that time. And then I just put the oh my god, and I was like, that's the jingle. No. So they went home, and then he called me like, yo, listen, I'm listening to the song. It's madness, but your jingle is too light. You need like a jingle that announces that you're a god. So I'm coming back to the studio. So my man drove his car from far, came back to the studio just to say DatBeatGod and go back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I feel like those two jingles, like you put it on different songs. Like song that is like for the ladies, you hear oh my god, and the one that is like you want to send a message like DatBeatGod. I don't know if that me listening to you, that's what I get.
I think with me, I'm a perfectionist in the sense that even a jingle, it needs to sit in a song like it's part of the song. Yeah, so for me, every song, then the way the jingle,
it's well placed, the way you place it.
That's the thing. So every song, the feeling, and then how I want to place the jingle. So sometimes when I place the DatBeatGod and it's not sounding too cool in my ears, like it's too aggressive for the song, I take it out. Sometimes I don't even put the jingles at all.
Yeah.
You know, there are certain songs that when it begins the way it's like, I'm like, nah, I won't put the jingles in.
But there's some producers, they will find a way to put it, and sometimes it messes up
the song. Yeah. It will mess up the song. You have to be a producer and not you are looking for hype or something. You know, yeah. So if the song calls for it, there are songs that people do with me, and then they tell me, look, when I was writing the song, it says DatBeatGod, and I start the verse like this, so you have to put it there. So that's what's been happening to me lately. So most songs you hear out there, the DatBeatGod is big. Most of the time, the artists they request that. Me personally, I'd like to even turn it down a little, let the beats do the talking. You understand? Yeah, but it's like people really like it, so take calm.
I mean that when you know that your jingle is a hit, then you know that you are doing something. You know, wow, and it's great that like your hard work that you put in is really paying off.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I realized. Like over the years, growing and everything, I realized that anything that I put like a lot of effort in, you see, you can have a lot of bright ideas, but then you think about the ideas. It's cumbersome. Like the time, is it worth it? Nah, it's just a small something. Make a leave out. You understand? Maybe it will come out, and then that small thing that you put in there, that you took your time to do, is the one thing that puts you on. So every single detail, you give it the same importance as the big details.
Wow. There's really been an insightful conversation, and I know that you guys are really like feeling inspired and you're learning a lot. Wow. So I hate to say this, but we are about to end this convo, and this I believe that it will be one of many to come. And it's such a blessing to sit here with you. You have no idea how proud I feel about myself. So we ending. What would that last word that you actually want the world to know? And now let's talk about your project, because I know like as a producer you're producing for other people, but your artist life, like what song do you have out now, and what is actually up with your artist side?
Okay, so as an artist right now, what I'm trying to do is build a label for myself. Dope. So that's like why I was saying I haven't really fully putting myself out as an artist, because I if I'm putting it out as an artist and I'm working, the structure should be working as I'm working. You understand? It's not now that you know how the system is. So that's been the process for me. It's been working, finding myself, finding a team, and then learning a lot more about the business as I go on. So with the music, I have like albums that can last for 30 years.
I'm not surprised.
I have albums that will last me for 30 years, but the sad thing is I'm still recording. So music there, when the time comes, it could drop too much. Like I would flood the system rough. That one, Facts. Y'all watch out. I'm not coming for anybody. I'm just coming. So
and I believe that once you drop it, it's definitely going to do magic, and especially that you know something that many people don't. And I feel like what you just said about you are still learning, you're trying to put up a label. It means that you don't want to just write on your name and just drop it. And because that's sometimes I feel like some people say, okay, I'm a producer, like I have some name, okay, let me put this song out without actually having a team, having a system in place to push it.
If I should do it, then it should be full time. It's work. So, and every work beyond has its components and everything. You should make sure that at least you have enough of the system in place for yourself before you set out there to do the work. So
wow. We can't wait. We are always following you. You can keep inspiring us, keep doing what you do. We're always behind you, and we can't wait for you to actually be dropping us the bangers that you've been giving to people. So for me as an artist, it'll be an honor for me to be on a song that says, "Oh my God, that be God." What do I got to do to get on your beat? What is the process? If anybody, not just me, but anybody that's watching, they want to get to you, how do they get to you?
Well, it's not hard. Link up on Instagram. I'm not really active, but I try my best to answer the messages as I go. So just link up on Instagram. Tell me what you want. We will negotiate a price. Tell me your situation. If you can afford it, let's do it. If you can't afford it, let's negotiate. But I'm open. I'm just open. I want to work. I was brought, like I said, there's a purpose. So it's not just, I know how to do this, let's do it, make small money. No, I actually want to see more people shine. Not just me, my corner. I want to spread the shine. So anybody that wants to work with me, I'm ready to work. Call me, let's talk. That's all you have to do. Link up, call me, let's talk.
Dope. So how do we find you on social media? I mean, for Instagram is basic, DatBeatGod. _ what about the other socials?
Facebook is DatBeatGod Nana Kweku. But that's it. I'm just on Facebook and Instagram.
What about Twitter? You're not really active on
I have a page, but I don't even remember the last time I went there. So it's kind of like I'm not too active. My fingers is always doing something else. All
right, guys. So okay, what do you want to? Last message you want to put out to the world, then we wrap this up.
Okay, work hard, eat healthy, drink a lot of water, mind your business, no sell your family matter. Keep your rags in the house always. Young boy, no let small money pass your hand under, make it pass inside. At least even if you don't like the money, make it pass your hand and go. It's a blessing. And treat the women good. God will bless you when you do. There's a lot going on lately. They are talking about like domestic violence and all that. So treat the women good. God will bless you, and treat the children too good.
All right, look, you just heard the man himself, that be God. I'm really excited for this podcast. I really hope that this really inspire anybody watching. This has been your boy Reystarr. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.